Hello, welcome to the Rory Rogers News Channel. Thank you so much for watching. Alright, today there has been an update for May 11th of 2021. Now, I'm not too sure if I can release a video on the day of the update because I have a lot of video projects that are on my desk, but I would like to release this update video at the front of my YouTube channel, and I hope you all enjoy my update coverage for May 11th of 2021 right now. Alright, let's go ahead and dive into the battle bug fixes. Various fixes for Snatch. Snatch no longer breaks targeting if the target shifted // triple battles switch. Snatch can now be cast multiple times by all players during a turn. Various fixes for Lock On and Mind Reader. These moves now only allow the caster to use a move with enhanced accuracy. Previously, they would allow any ally to boost their accuracy even within the same turn. These moves now expire after one turn, except when Baton Passed, where they now expire after 2 turns. Previously, they would continue locking on until a move was cast against the target. Casters can now only cast Lock On against a single target. If another target is already locked onto, the move will now fail. Various fixes for one-hit KO moves. Level tests are no longer skipped when handling telekinesis. One-hit KO moves now respect Lock On and No Guard. Sheer Cold now has reduced accuracy when used by non-ice type Pokemon. Fixed in Erroneous Tooltip for Utter Sleuth. Fixed an issue where critical hits would not display against substitutes. When using Struggle, players may no longer select the enemy targeted. Fix an issue where, when calculating evasion and accuracy, an attacker with Mold Breaker would not ignore Sand Veil nor Snow Cloak. Fix an issue where, in multi-battles, if an entry hazard resulted in fainting, in some cases the battle would deadlock with no choosable moves. Frisk no longer shows which opponent is holding an item in hordes. A notification will now play if a player enters a battle, e.g. matchmaking, while the game window is minimized. Little Cup is no longer a selectable tier, and its associated tiering data has been removed. And before I go on with the update log, I have a suggestion for Little Cup Pokemon. If you have any Little Cup Pokemon that are currently in your box, like a timid Ghastly, for example, you can evolve it into a timid Gengar, and you can use it in OU. So you have some free OU comps. Or if you have a Jolly Onix, you can always use it as a breeder, and you can get another Jolly Mineral competitive Pokemon. So those are my Little Cup competitive suggestions. Alright, fix an issue where battle timers would not display correctly when reconnecting. Fix an issue where damage could overflow to 1 in some rare cases. Burmy now transforms correctly after battles in the old Chateau. Fix an issue where Zaru would show prematurely in multi-battles target selection. Disqualified players who disconnected before receiving a match in tournaments, now receive rewards if their final placement would have given them rewards. Pressure no longer affects an opponent's self-targeted moves except Acupressure when it does. Rage now increases attack stat stages by 1 if its caster has used Rage consecutively. Previously, this would start a counter which while separate from stat stages, behaved the same way as stat stages, except that it was unset after Rage was broken. Fixed an issue where if a horde casted Aromatherapy or Heal Bell, a very long delay would occur for seemingly no reason. After a match has been evaluated, players who are disqualified from matchmaking rewards are now given more helpful message stating why. Status ailments are now more visible when viewing the battlefield. Fix an issue where, when responding to a duel request, players using battle boxes greater than 15 could not select the correct one. Eruption or Water Spout no longer reevaluate HP of the caster between move cast targets. Previously, this could result in a situation where one target had lesser or greater power than the other target. E.g., if the caster failed due to Destiny Bond when fainting, target 1 and target 2 would receive much less damage than intended. Fix an issue where if a faster attacker used Trick was holding a choice item, which was tricked onto a slower target holding a choice item, the slower target would not lock its move. Fix an issue where if a Zaru was targeting a fainted last party member, it would use its particles despite the new target not using them. Fix an issue where random adjacent foe targeting types, outrage, etc., could not be redirected by Follow Me nor Rage Powder. Fix an issue where if an attacker with a choice item was confused and they hit themselves, they would unset their choice move. Matchmaking queues are now cancelled if a player disconnects. This change does not affect tournament queues. Let's go and dive into the general bug fixes right now. Alright, general bug fixes. And I am in the old chateau because Burmy can transform into a certain form after fights. So I would like to thank the development team for making that Burmy fix. Alright, and in honor of the Burmy fix, I'm going to read the bug fixes right here in the old chateau. So without further ado, let's go ahead and read the general bug fixes right now. Android. Players can no longer break their movement configs while the on-screen D-pad is enabled. Android. Fix an issue where a black screen could occur when leaving buildings with a full screen UI element open. Android. Improved handling of ROM imports during initial setup. Players who achieve the maximum amount of money, 2 billion, will now have trades rejected instead of having the money destroyed when acquiring more. Note that NPC-related actions like payday or trainer battles will no longer grant money if achieving this value. Players can now reorder moves and select particles for monsters in the PC. Fixed an animation error which would play when a monster with a solar power ability fainted because of it. Fix an issue where if a player thieved an item in Orenburg Gate of Sinnoh, the item will not be tradable. When breeding, if a player already has the OT Dex entry for a child species, non-OT breeders will now breed full OT eggs. Alright. When breeding, if a player has bred a male OT shiny with a non-OT female shiny from the same evolution line, the result will now be the player's OT. Fixed ability pill pricing information. Fix an issue where reward selection for bi-weekly matchmaking cycles could deadlock in some scenarios. Fix an issue where model caches would corrupt when handling corrupt ROMs files. Fix an issue where after winning a battle, NPCs would not always unlock until after a manual directional change. Fix an issue where cannot escape messages would not display correctly unless Fire Red was installed. Fixed a floating sailor in Hoenn. Fixed an issue where chat configs could be corrupted when creating chat tab in some situations when handling locals which are not supported by the game's fonts, e.g. Arabic locals. We now default to English and US formatting. Improved game client performance when handling extremely large inventories, greater than 1,000 items. Previously, extremely large inventories would crash the game client when searching while used with the default memory constraints. Fixed various seasonal texture issues. Fixed vending machines not showing proper prices for some items. Mystery box vanity items no longer pretend they're rarer than they are. When interacting with your mom at home, your mom now makes extra sure you want to return to your home region. Improved word wrapping for text elements in the mail and move tip UIs. Fixed PC box advertisements. Fixed an issue where some inside map encounters would be shown as grass encounters in the decks, e.g. Dragon Spiral Tower. Fixed a crash which would occur when throwing a Safari Ball in Sinnoh without Fire Red installed. Several gift shop items can no longer be tossed. Alright, and since there's only one section in the notes, let's go ahead and dive into that right now. Notes. The compatibility mode software renderer has been removed for distribution. Players using compatibility mode may still continue to play with this option on, but this option will not be available for future installations. Players using compatibility mode are advised to back up the game files to prevent being unable to play in the future. Alright, and just before I concluded the May 11th update here, Q has released another update today on May 14th of 2021. So let's go ahead and launch the game and take a look at this update changelog right now. Changelog 4, May 14th of 2021. General. Move tooltips now indicate natural gift typing and power, critical hit ratios, and recoil or absorption percentages. The maximum listing price for a single GTL item has been increased to 1.8 billion Pokeyen. Alright, let's go ahead and dive into the balancing right now. Alright, we are literally diving into the balancing section of the PokeMMO update. Alright, there we go. My apologies for my cheesy sense of humor. Alright, balancing. Thief no longer fails when feinting the target and does not bypass 30. Hordes now carry less items and pickup occurs much less frequently vs Hordes. Alright, let's go ahead and dive into the bug fixes right now. Alright, let's go and dive into the bug fixes right now. Fixed inventory text becoming unreadable on desktop clients after certain events. Use, give, etc. Fix an issue where status animations wouldn't cancel if being replaced by another status. Rest, etc. Fix an issue where when exiting some rental battle instances, Battle Frontier or Battle Tents, the party information wouldn't revert to the original party. Kanto's Route 10 flag point now unlocks at its healing center instead of at the power plant. Alright, let's go ahead and dive into the notes we're going to do this on the actual update log. So let's go ahead and take a look right now. This update incurs an experimental workaround for compatibility issues seen with Windows 10 and certain old Intel GPUs, e.g. Intel HD Graphics 3000 or 4000 series, to allow hardware acceleration on these platforms. Users with affected Intel GPUs who have been prevented from playing after the last game update are encouraged to reinstall the game client via, and Q links the PokeMMO download link. Alright, this update addresses an issue where users with overzealous antivirus fighting clients may prevent correct installation on Windows. This was first seen with Avast after the last update. Users with affected installations, quote, Java 11 is required, unquote, startup failure, are encouraged to reinstall the game client via, and Q also links the PokeMMO download link as well, which I can also link down in the description below, so feel free to re-download the PokeMMO client. Alright, and that's going to conclude it here on the Roy Rogers News Channel. Don't forget to comment and subscribe to the channel. Perfect timing for the new update. I was working on the May 11th one. Thank you so much for watching. This is the Roy Rogers News Channel. Don't forget to comment and subscribe to the channel, like the content that you see here. And this is the Roy Rogers News Channel signing off. Fast, accurate, and biased Rogers News. Oh, an extra note. Congratulations, Q, for tying the knot.